Welcome back. This is part 7 of my Blueprints 8 Dare Challenge. I'm not going to spend too much time talking at the start here because in the previous episode, honestly, not that much happened. I just got some allowance and some stars, but other than that, I don't think there was too much progress that I made. That'll happen. It's all building up, even a little bit of allowance or a little bit of stars can go a long way. So I'm just going to keep going today, and what I'm really hoping for more than anything is to start replacing some of my dares with better ones. I was also reviewing my room directory. I saw that I have not taken a schoolhouse yet. I thought that I did, but it must have been on a day when I got a game over. So I'm going to take this just for the sake of activating this elevator. Important to note that right now I am not allowed to use elevators because I have a dare that says that. But in case sometime in the future I get rid of that dare, now I'll have this elevator available to use. Apart from that, I don't think the schoolhouse really does that much for me. If anything, it really just clutters up the drafting pool with schoolhouses that I probably will not want to take, but you never know. They could end up being useful. We'll see. Debating between workshop and library here. I like taking the workshop generally right at the start because of the chance that I can get an item that's useful, but a lot of times it just ends up giving a broken lever or battery pack that do nothing for me. Library is also tempting because it could go into a rare room that's something useful right away. I'll try the library. I'm just curious to see what I'll get here. I don't feel like any of these are really all that rare, but I suppose the wine cellar is a pretty good pickup, apart from the fact that it's a dead end. That's not great, but should be okay. I've still got other paths going. And this means I'll be set for gems for quite a while. Courtyard is, or chapel and courtyard are both great here because that means I can get back into the room above the entrance hall that I'm not allowed to draft into normally. And then it also means I can draft a dead end out of the west side of the hallway. I'll take the courtyard since I've got plenty of gems. Conservatory is great. I always love to see that. I am so happy right now. The den showed up. I can make it rare. Goodbye. Good riddance. Library. I don't think this is super useful. I think leaving it at unusual is probably the best here. I just don't know that having it at standard would really help me in any way. It's tempting though, because like sometimes it can get some rooms for you that you otherwise would not have seen. That's a tough one. I'm gonna leave it at unusual. I just don't think it's that good. Courtyard, this is very good, so I'm comfortable with moving this to commonplace. Alright, that was a great conservatory. This day's honestly starting off quite well. I'm liking all the rooms that I'm drawing, and I'm getting some really good options for pathing as well. Which is tough with the dares that I have. And the breakfast nook is even facing the right way. It's a truly blessed day. I could take a dead end here, but commissary is also good. I wish I hadn't just lost a coin, and then I would have 10 going into the commissary. But that's probably the best choice here. Keeps that path going as well. And then here, I'm comfortable taking a dead end, probably. I mean, I could take the classroom too and keep another path going there, but I don't want to just spend all of my gems, so storeroom is probably the best, and then I'll have enough coins to buy more than one thing in the commissary as well. Oh, and things are half off because it's day 21, I believe. That's lucky. So I'm gonna buy... Do I want the salt shaker? I definitely want gems. It's tough. Do I just spend all of my coins on gems, or do I throw in a salt shaker too? I'll just hedge a little and buy everything. Just in case I get that kitchen, and then I can get a bunch of extra steps from the fruit in there. Okay, so this is a bit of a dilemma. I'm just now realizing I really should have gone back here to the West Wing Hall and drafted north out of there and hopefully gotten the garage. Now, I think I've stepped in chapel twice. Came in, drafted these rooms, went to storeroom, then came back. So if I step in there again, that's the last time I can. So I cannot go back to the West Wing Hall at this point and then still come back to where I'm at now. So that was a misplay. I just missed out on probably the garage. I've got plenty of gems at this point for sure. It's just a question of whether I can find keys, I think. This is tough. Do I feel comfortable taking the weight room now? That would put me at, I think, 29 steps. Either 30 or 29. Which would put me close to death because I can only go to 20 because of my dares. So I don't really want to risk that. I think I better just get the rotunda. Even though it's painful to lose all those gems, but that's why they're there, to be spent. First, I want to see what I can get on this side of the house. Since I didn't draft here, that means that now I can draft here instead. I am allowed to rotate these, which is helpful. It means I could take the morning room and have it go north. I think I like that the most. Oh, okay, maybe I'm not allowed to rotate the morning room after all, so I guess it's the parlor. Either that or I could take a classroom, but I don't really know why that would be better than parlor. And then here, do I want to draft north out of the rotunda, or do I want to draft east out of the bedroom? I think probably I want to go out of the bedroom. I think there's more rooms that will point me north that way. Okay, so let's say the black box is true, that the other two boxes are true. Wait, no, that doesn't even work because that would mean all three are true. So this has to be false. There's no way around that. Which means that that one of the other two boxes is true and one is false. Let's say the gems are in blue. This box contains the gems is true. Box does not contain the gems is also true. So that that doesn't work. If the gems are in white, this is false. This is false. This is also false, so that also doesn't work. So does that mean they're in black then? I think it has to. That would mean this is false. This is true. And this is false. Yep. That works. Is now the time for the workshop? I don't know that that would really do anything for me at this point. I think this is actually a good place for a classroom. And then I could go back to the bedroom and then draft a dead end here, or actually just out of the rotunda. I didn't go in the bedroom yet, and there could be an item in there. That's the only thing. So I guess I may as well go back and just check on that. I see some dice in there too. Do I want to grab those quick? I'm not going to be able to backtrack too much anyway, so I might as well just grab these. Oh, that's the other thing is I don't know if this door to the north here was locked, and if it wasn't, then I'd rather go out of there. I have nothing to lose by checking, so I'm gonna leave that door. Take note that this is the third time I've been in the cloister, so I cannot go in there anymore. Oh, actually, this is the third time I've been in the rotunda too, so I can't draft a room to the north here, go into it, and then come back. But maybe there'll be something that triggers something without me having to enter. Is it worth using a key, though? Or should I just leave this alone? There's no guarantee that I'd get anything useful here, so I think I just move on. It's not worth spending a key when I only have 2 of them. I have 5 redraws out of the classroom if I wanted to use them. But passageway would be good. I don't really feel like I need to redraw. The only way it could be better is if it was a T-shaped room instead and it was facing west and north. Like dining room or something would be good. With 5 redraws, I feel like I could just go for it. That's a lot of options to get something, so I'll just see what happens. Foyer would also be good because I'm low on keys, so then I could try to get more hallways that I know would be unlocked. I think I'll do that. And there's a key in here. Perfect. Great hall right after the foyer. I love to see it. I will absolutely take that. Just run down the side, opening every door. And passageway is great here, too. That means that there wouldn't be any locked doors in there. I guess I'll draft out of this door, too, just to see what's here. I haven't started an experiment yet, so office would be good for that. And there's a key in here. Love the metal detector so much. This has been one of the best days I've had, I think, just in terms of how much, or like how deep into the manor I've been able to go. That does make me nervous, though, because the later in the day I activate a dare experiment, the more likely that it'll retroactively fail me. I'll try this one. See what happens. I think I like the classroom here now because it'll let me redraw a whole lot. And put that salt on my apple before I eat it. Pool seems good here. I have the option to redraw. I'm not really sure what I'd be looking for. Maybe a dining room? But the pool has good doors. I'll try redrawing. I've got enough redraws that I may as well. Vault? Does this do anything for me? I don't have a deposit box key. If I did, that would be really cool. I don't think there's anything I can do with it at this point, sadly. Ballroom could be good since I'm starting to get low on gems. It would also trigger the experiment. Billiard room, I feel like it's very weird how few of these I've been seeing, since it is a commonplace room. I think I better, well, security could also be good just for the doors, but I already started an experiment, so it wouldn't really do anything else for me. I'll do the ballroom. What did I get here? I dare you to not step foot in the pool. What did that replace? That replaced... I dare you to end each day with at least 1 gem. Those are both relatively easy dares, so I'm going to call that a win. Only thing is... Where did I have the pool? Oh, I didn't take the pool. Okay, so... Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I can actually get into the antechamber today. Not that it really does anything, but it's cool to say that I finally did it. Like, there's really no point to even using the step to step in here, but it kind of feels symbolic, so I'm going to do it anyway. To continue up, you must go down. You must go down, but you may not ride an elevator to do so. I got the conservatory already, so I wonder what'll be in this corner. Study. I've had this before, but I don't remember if it was on a day that actually ended up saving. It doesn't do too much for me at this point. But I can't draft south anyway because of my other dare. So anything that I draft here is essentially a dead end no matter what. I could redraw and just look for a better dead end. I also have to keep in mind that whatever gems I spend on this room, I will get back when I go through the ballroom. So I think I'm going to try redrawing, see if I can get something more interesting. Walk-in closet would be pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. That's pretty good. There's a telescope in here. There's a key card, which I've been seeing so few of, but I don't know if it'll help me at this point. Okay, I did have the observatory already, but it's way back there, so I can't get back to it. But if I do find another planetarium, then I can get a permanent upgrade in there, so that would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, I lose a gem by stepping back in this room, but nothing I can do about that. Okay, so now it's time to go through these doors, which I have not touched yet. So I can't go south, but I can go west and north here. Terrace, I don't think that does anything for me, but neither do the other options. Could redraw, but I'm not sure what I'd really be hoping for. I think I'll save the redraw for if I get bad pathing or something out of the passageway. Well, I'll just take Terrace here. It's the least offensive of these options. Oh, no.
And I will say goodbye.
I don't know what that sound I just made was, but...
And the sea.
I am so sick of this dare. I can't do this, man. I just keep forgetting over and over.
Defeat.
That is so sad. That was such a good day to have to lose it all. I mean, the silver lining is that the only dare that I managed to change was basically just a side grade. It was from one pretty easy dare to another. I just hate it because that day was, in terms of like filling the house, the best day that I'd ever had so far. And I really hate not getting that to save. But I have no one to blame for that but myself. Maybe the game will be nice and give me another dare experiment to start off this day. Okay. These triggers are all kind of bad, though. The first two, very good chance that I don't trigger either of them, because the trash one relies on finding a shovel, and I feel like anytime I need a shovel, I just don't find it. So I'm going to take the bedroom one and just focus on taking bedrooms. And what day is it? It is day 20. I'll do this again just in case. I think day 20 would put it at November 26th. I'm actually tempted to just sit in here and maybe figure out how to cut the video. Yeah. I'm gonna figure out how to cut the video so you don't have to wait for me to have this safe open. All right. I've just been sitting here waiting for this safe to open, but I will be putting a cut in the video later, so you won't have to watch that whole thing. This is the first time I will have ever put a cut of any kind in a YouTube video, so please clap for me. Now back to the game. So, since I never want to have to wait for the shelter again, I'm going to be extra cautious not to get a game over. In fact, I may just focus on getting a couple experiment triggers, like focusing on bedrooms wherever I can, and then just calling it just to be safe. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. Dan, isn't this rare now, or did that not save? That must have been in the day that didn't save. That's so sad. Ugh. Yeah, it's still commonplace. I am so upset that not once, but twice I've gotten the den in the conservatory, but then not had it save. So this is the first bedroom. I need two more, and then, or I need one more, and then any after that will start giving me experiment triggers. I do have a lot of gems, so I can't afford to just do the cloister here. Pretty nice. Foyer is very tempting, but I probably shouldn't, because I don't know, it just seems smarter to take the breakfast nook. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on drafting as many rooms as I can, at least, so I don't kind of skip a rank there. All of these are so bad. Wow. I guess it's gonna be a dead end. Oh wait a second. I have the shelter. Okay, that changes everything. I almost forgot. Okay, so this is the same puzzle I just did, but what was the answer? I'm not sure if I remember. I think I settled on the black box having the gems because then it means that this is false, this is true, and this is false. Hoping to see a garage out of here. Perfect. And I actually have the car keys too, which is nice. I already got the upgrade disc from here, but that means there should be some other useful items for me to find. Lockpick kit and secret garden key. That's pretty great, actually. So now I go through the archives, I suppose. It's either that or go back through the breakfast nook. This is my second time in the cloister, so I can step in here one more time. So I guess, I mean, that kind of makes my decision for me. I have to go through the archives first. Security, so I already have an experiment going, so that's kind of useless. Weight room is good because it has a door to the north, and it would still be sheltered. Darkroom would also be sheltered, which would get me an item. I actually kind of like that more. Key, I'll take it. Don't forget, I'm still looking for bedrooms, right? For each bedroom, you draft after your second, and I only have one as of now. I still need at least 2 more bedrooms. Furnace would be sheltered as well. So I could just get it out of the drafting pool, but... It wouldn't be the best in terms of doors. The thing is that I believe there's a bug or a feature that if you draft like several red rooms in a row, it'll keep sheltering them even beyond the first 3. So I could get the furnace here and then hope for a weight room here. I'm going to try that. I'm not positive that that'll work, so it'll be a good test to see if it works the way that I think it does. Assuming I draw the weight room, which is likely because of the Southern Cross constellation, but not guaranteed, I suppose. Okay, so I did not draw it, but I did get a Great Hall, which is good as well. I just have to remember I can't go east here. So I need to pick my poison here with the doors. Oh, I have a lockpick kit too, so let me see before I spend any keys if I can use the lockpick kit on any of these doors. Three gems, nice. And the lever and another gem. So let's see, where do I think the door is? Probably the middle, I'm guessing, but it's pretty much 50-50. Nope, wasted a key, oh well. I have no choice, I have to take the rotunda here because I can only go north. Gonna rotate this and then take the pantry. Right? Yeah, that's the best. Weight room, so I don't think that this will be sheltered if I take it at this point. But I may as well try it. It won't end my day quite yet. It'll just get me pretty low on steps. Yep, that was not sheltered. As expected. And I don't have a key card. So this is the only way I can go. I'm tempted to try the chapel and see if that one is sheltered for any reason, but I don't think it will be. I do have the secret garden key, so I'm hoping for a locked door here. At some point. Maybe a veranda to lead into the secret garden. I don't want to take a dead end here. It's between chapel and rumpus room. Gymnasium is pretty good here. Oh wait, I'm super low on steps. I need to go back and I guess hope for the secret garden. Hope that I find some food. Otherwise, I need to just call it a day here. Which is a shame. I feel like I'm on such a roll here. But I definitely don't want a game over. I think I'll do security, and then I have maybe 2 options where I could find the dining room. Or actually, no, I don't think the dining room can be in a corner. So it would just be going east. There's also a good chance that there would be a security door. But I'm running out of options at this point, so I'm just gonna... Well, actually, I could also try for a conservatory. I'm gonna do that. Okay, no conservatory, but there is a mailroom, which is good. Or a commissary could have food in it. I'll give this a shot. See if it has bananas or something. Nope, no bananas. There's a salt shaker, so if I had food, I could use it on that. And this is a security door, so I can't go any further. Yep, nothing more I can do. So sadly, I didn't get any experiment triggers today, but I can call it a day and say that at least I have the shelter safe unlocked permanently now. I don't have to worry about that. Starting day 21 now. Go check on the outer room first, as usual. Probably should have grabbed the allowance first in case it's the shrine. Oh well. Tool shed. I will take that for sure. Metal detector and gear wrench. That is actually huge. I think that's my first time finding that in this playthrough. So that's going to help me out a lot. If I find, for example, security, I can make that commonplace because that's going to be a very good room for me. And there's all sorts of other examples of mechanical rooms where the rarity that they come with is different from where I'd like it to end up. So workshop, I believe I've already made this commonplace through the conservatory, so I don't necessarily need that one. But I'm going to take it anyway, just because it's a good place to start. So yeah, that's already commonplace. That's where I want it. Commissary. I guess I'll go see what other items there are to buy. And it's another sale day, which is really good. I'll take a shovel. And I guess a key and a gem. That's good. So the courtyard would connect back to the entrance hall, which doesn't really help, but it's also likely to have dig spots. And I just bought a shovel. I think that's my best option here. Lots of coins in here too, so I could actually go back to the commissary and buy some more stuff. These aren't great choices. But I guess, I could take the storeroom and get even more gold. Only problem is then I'm down to one path. But I'm going to do it anyway and just gamble a little bit. I just don't like using the spare room there and then skipping a rank. Okay, so I can go back to the commissary now. And basically just buy everything else here, probably. Alright, I bought out the whole stock. Sledgehammer's good. Can't make any contraptions as of now, though. Office is good because I can start an experiment in here. No dare experiment. And the others are not that good either. I don't have an upgraded aquarium yet. Otherwise, this dare is really good if you can get it with the one that adds a star every time you draft it. But in this case, I guess I'll just kind of default to the key one because the other two are just not that useful. As for the trigger, I also have three kind of bad options here, but since I do have a shovel, this one is probably going to be the best. I'm just gonna be absolutely loaded on gems here. Gems are not in a box with a true statement. Statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. Gems are not in a box with a true statement. So, if this was true, then this would be true, which would mean that this is also true, since they say the same thing. So that can't be true. This has to be false, which means that this is true, which means that this is also true. So the gems are in the false box. Heard beeping. Oh, there's a key over here. Nice. I have so many keys and gems. And now I have even more keys. Wow. I'm just completely set in terms of resources. The only thing I'm worried about is just pathing at this point. There's even a fourth key on the floor in the garage. And actually, the fact that I get dice in here kind of mitigates my concern over pathing. So, kitchen is the best here for pathing. The only problem is I have no money to buy any food. But I think I gotta do it, and it doesn't really matter because I have 11 gems. So here I can take security and then I can adjust it to commonplace like I was talking about before. I could also adjust the boiler room if I wanted, but actually, which one do I want? I think security's probably better, yeah. Like both of them, either way I can't go to the east, I can only go to the north, and I can't go south either. So security is the one that I care more about using the gear wrench on. I already started an experiment, so I don't have to do anything with the terminal. Terrace could be good in case I find a cloister. I don't really need morning room at this point. I already have a lot of gems. So I'm going to take the terrace. I have to redraw here because I need a door that's going north. Okay, so now I have to decide what rarity I want the boiler room to be. It's unusual by default. I don't really feel like I need this one commonplace, so I'm going to put it on standard. Now, do I want to actually send power to the north? It makes it more likely to get rooms that I actually don't want, like archives and weight room. But I could also get another passageway, which would be really good. Give it a try. Are there any dig spots down there? I don't see any. Passageway, just as I asked for. I think morning room's probably the best choice here, because laboratory doesn't really do anything for me, and I don't want to spend a gem if I don't have to. Here, it's probably the pool, because I can't go east out of the passageway because I don't have a key card. So pool lets me go to the east. And then out of morning room, I can look for either something that goes farther north, or I can just take a dead end. Freezer would be really good to set me up for tomorrow, but I'm not ready for this day to be over yet because it's on a roll kind of right now. So I'm gonna take the dining room. And then drawing room seems good here. Can look for a conservatory in the corner here. There's some good options here as well, but I'm gonna redraw. Okay, no conservatory, but I do have a couple other good options here. I'll take the clock tower. That'll be good for tomorrow. Well, I could take the bedroom too, just for the pathing. How many tomorrow rooms do I have? I would have 2 with the clock tower. That's pretty good. It's my first time drafting it too, so I might as well. And there could be a stopwatch in here as well. No stopwatch, but there's a lockpick kit, which could come in handy as well. And the lockpick kit worked the first time I used it, which is nice. Library's interesting. I'm really curious what it'll give me on the 9th rank there. Mailroom is also tempting to set me up for tomorrow, but I'm really feeling good about this day. I want to see how far I can take it. Freezer is so tempting. But observatory would also be good. I'm not getting into the antechamber, nor would it even matter if I did. This is so sad. I want to take the freezer, but I still want to see what's behind the other doors I still have left too. It's just more fun, I think, to not take the freezer yet, so I'm going to take the observatory. So I can eat dinner here. And then, do I want to go through the pool? Oh, that's right. The passageway was actually a security door, so that's not an option at this time. Music room it is. That's my only option. There's a secret garden key here. I don't really think that'll do anything for me. I would have to get all the way over to the east side of the house and then find a locked door. And also, even if I wanted to go back to the antechamber through the west door, I would not be able to, since I already stepped in the drawing room 3 times. Cloister, nice. That terrace is paying off. And I do have a shovel, so I can dig these. I think that's an experiment trigger, right? So I just got some keys from that. Just 2, I think, since I have 3 hallways. Billiard room is my only option to keep going here. Okay, so I think I'll use the silver key here because it would be nice to have a T-shaped door. Guarantee. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. I can't draft here or it'll be a game over. So this is going to be my last draft here. So in that case, I won't use the silver key because what I would really love to see is another freezer. Okay, no freezer. But I do have a couple options here. Guest bedroom could give me stars or allowance, so that seems like the best choice. The only other perk of the other 2 rooms here is I don't think that I've ever drafted them before, at least not on a day that I saved. So, you know, slow progress toward the trophy for exploring the full house, but that's probably not going to be relevant in this save anyway, so I'm just going to take the guest bedroom and hope for stars or allowance. Okay, so there's 2 keys on the table here. So this has got to be the servants' quarters, right? Okay. I think that gave me stars. Or was I already at 17? I wasn't paying close enough attention. I don't actually know. It might have given me stars, but even if it didn't, whatever. I'm just happy that I managed to fill this much of the house. This is definitely a new record for this save. So we're looking pretty good. The only kind of downside about this day is I didn't get the right experiment, so my dare list is still the same. I'm still going to be looking to replace some of those on future days, but for now, I'm going to end this day and end this episode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for hopefully some more good progress like this. Thanks. Bye.